Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Netchuk Arts. Today's topic will run with the title of our channel, Art. Today I'm going to show you some more of those monoprints and mixed media pieces. So consider this part 2 from that series. Let's get to it, shall we? First up, simple. Simple. Don't know if it's sweet, but this one actually came from a run of prints that is running low on the ink. I think it's a second pressing. If you recall, last time we talked about prints, how you make the print is you paint with the ink on the stainless steel plate. That printing plate is then pressed onto the paper and lifted to give you an image. Sometimes when there's enough ink, you can get a second image, press again and get a secondary image that you can work with. And that's what I did here. So this is a secondary image. It's a little more washed out, and I went with the feeling and the vibe, and I didn't go into it with intent. But it is, if you see a face, good. It's not a test, but I see a face, you know. And so I titled this work Fever. So this is Fever. Here's close up. Fever. Now this one, I believe, is the original pressing. It had a lot more ink on it, and then I worked with some scratching. Here you go. This was the primary image. I showed you the other one first because it was just a little simpler. This one here a bit more complex, and perhaps, of course, the face is a bit more visible to you. Here you can get a look at the different colors and how they work, and how they play off against each other and work with each other. Look at that. When you get a close-up, you can really get a feel for the intricacies of the inks on the surface. So this one is called Prophet. So the name of this is Prophet. A lot of my artwork harkens to my Roman Catholic upbringing and spending the first 12 years of my education in Catholic schools, surrounded by nuns and brothers and priests, and those big old Spanish designed but placed in Mexican neighborhood iglesias, huge churches with big time incense and stained glass and tortured statues and all of that. It plays heavily in my palette and in the themes because I never really got that much into being in church, sitting in church. And as a student in Catholic school, primary school, oh man, they made you sit in church all the time. And I would just zone out, and I would stare at the stained glass windows, and I would stare at those tortured, crying statues, and I would just stare at the sorrow and the drama of that artwork, and that heavily inspired my work. Okay, one more. Here we go. Actually, two more. This one is called Solo, not Han Solo. This is called Solo. Here we are, a little bit further view, up close. There you go, some detail work. This one has been reworked, brought forward from 98. So I went back into this one and worked with the oil stick. So this is from last year. And I just kind of rework them until I feel satisfied with the image, until some new kind of vibe or new kind of feeling or new kind of image starts to push itself out. And then I just go with it. And when it feels right, it's finished. Final piece. I wanted to show you very quickly. I use these, in case you're an artist out there and you take a look at my work, I use these protective coverings for the work. They're archival paper. This, whatever this acetate clear stuff is also archival. I'll find the label next video and show you. But you can get this at any, I would imagine, Michael's or any chain kind of art place would have it. And if they don't, certainly any kind of midway decent art supply house will have these protectors. They're all archival and they're great for transporting your work, keeping it safe, keeping it clean. And if you ship it out to somebody, when you sell the work, send it out packed in this. And the collector can still have it, and it's ready in the archival packing for the new buyer to frame it how they see fit. Okay, so wanted to show you that very quickly. And here we go. Here's the final piece. This one also multimedia reworked one of the monoprints, and I went back into it. Okay, I'll bring that up close. Get a look at the upper corners. Scan that for you. Once again, what I love is the intricacies and play of color on color, contrast, and how they work together with each other. Blend and conflict, just like life. This one is called Midnight. All right, so thanks for joining me and checking out part 2 of this print series. I have a few more to show you. Part 3 coming soon. Thanks for joining me. Netchuk Arts, please subscribe. Double please hit like down below. I appreciate it. Bring my humble channel up so that others may partake. All right, peace.